to the field, the England Knights.
So welcome back to second half coverage here at Emerald Headingley. A glorious autumnal afternoon, it must be said.
Well, I'm not very happy. I'm freezing. I've just been downstairs to get a bottle of Coke. Paid £2.30 and they got me Coke Zero instead of full fat Coke.
Full fat Coke.
So I'm not happy.
Hey, at least it wasn't roller Coke. So we're back underway here, and it's Jamaica making first use of possession with a wide passing field to Peltier, trailing 28 points to nil. It's always difficult to lift a side. What do you think will have been the good points that the coaching staff will have lamented on?
I thought England controlled the ball really, really well. I thought Jamaica stuck in there, even though they've had not much good ball possession. They had a really heavy breeze in their face. So we're hoping that Jamaica can get a bit of field position this half and try and test that defence out of England. But I thought England controlled the ball really, really well. They looked really cohesive. And a great performance so far from England.
There's Andrade going forward. What do you think will have been said from a Jamaican point of view?
Just to keep on going, stay in the grind, don't get disheartened. You're not doing too bad. I thought the edge defence really needs sorting out. The jamming it, they don't know what they're doing. They're not working together. Sometimes they're jamming in, sometimes they're sliding out. They really need to get on the same page there on the edges. There's the 6, the 7, the centre and the winger. But all overall, I think it's what we expected. England looked really, really well, and Jamaica are really sticking in there.
I mean, these two sides, they're interested in this game for different reasons, aren't they? You've got sort of the Jamaican side all building towards a World Cup, and a lot of these players from an England persuasion wanting to push their way up into the senior reckoning, aren't they? But here we are, a minute and a half into the second half. Here's Leeming down this left-hand side, and that's good work until that final pass. Greenwood just losing it. So a bit of a scrappy start for both teams at the start of this second half. I did like what we're seeing down this left-hand side again. You can tell with Smith, there's definitely a player there, isn't there? Yeah,
absolutely. He's looked really, really sharp so far. He's controlled the ball really well, gone to the line nicely. He's developing his game nicely. So, I think he could be a player for the future, absolutely.
Now, I know it's going to be, about 20-25 minutes before I turn round to you and ask you about players of the game. But I think we've already got one or two players that have sort of stood up in the reckoning, haven't we, from this England side?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I always struggle with man of matches, always. I am terrible with it, so I'll start watching more from now on. And
we've got 4 to pick as well,
Have we?
And then
4 players.
And yes, and then our league viewers get the chance to vote on it.
Okay.
So I'll just sow that seed now, Leon.
Okay.
Here's Andrade through that middle for Jamaica. 4th tackler joins the fray. Jamaica on the halfway line. Thomas picks up, sends it right. Lawrence linking with Woodburn Hall. Tackle comes in on Mo Agoro. 42 metres away from the line, 15 metres in from touch. He's tucked back to the middle with Peltier. I love how he hands off, but he's lost possession there. Referee's ruling a knock on, but which way is it going? Still waiting for his signal here. He's giving it to England. It was ripped out. I'm not convinced by that call, to be honest.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Seems to have got a shout from his touch judge though, who's in an infinitely better position than we are. Smith with the feed at this scrum. England 35 metres from their own line. It's brought right to Lynham. Lynham drifts a pass out to King. Forward pass as well.
Some may say justice has been done. I don't believe that was a knock on by Ross Peltier. I thought it was a one-on-one strip which was knocked on by England, and then Tom's just put a little forward pass on, and Jamaica get the ball back.
I suppose this is where, as a coach, you want your team to really move on, aren't you? But it's quite difficult when you must already be in a comfortable position in the game.
I think you've got to show some discipline. I think you've got to complete your sets. You need to start from 0-0. Forget about the scoreline and get back to basics. So, poor start from England.
I guess I'm asking you from your international experience, you know, because you've been out on that field far more times than a lot of these guys, to be honest, haven't you?
Yeah, I just think every single game's the same, really. Rather if it's for international or club level, complete your sets, you know, discipline, come out from half time and look to win some field position.
Here's Woodburn Hall, half break from him. It's a strong carry as well. There's 3 players on him. He's just inside that 20-metre line, 20 metres in from the left touch line. Thomas picks up, sends it to his right hand side to Andrade. Knew he was going to get hit, rolled on his back, finds his front though. He'll play it 10 metres from that line. Dummy from Thomas to the right, sends it left to Woodburn Hall again. He slips it back to Thomas. Now it's out with Lawrence. Good ball down this right hand side. It's taken on the bounce by Brown, who plays for Newcastle Thunder. Had a pretty good season as well as Brown. Here's Thomas, tricky little kick, well taken by Lehman, and Lehman's forced behind his own line. That's a great bit of constructive play from Jamaica.
That's what they're looking to do, is to build pressure, get some back-to-back sets. Fantastic kick, tackle in goal. Now they'll have a nice attacking set to come here.
Now, I mentioned before, Danny Thomas is at this kind of veteran stage of his career. What do you know about him?
Not too much really, but I know that he's had a fantastic game so far. He's been brilliant here today, probably Jamaica's best player by far. So yeah, he's looking really well.
He's very constructive, isn't he?
He's played fantastic, yeah, had a brilliant game.
Drop out sent long as far as Peltier, who takes it behind halfway. Picks his spot, gains 12 metres, he's gained a few more now. That's a great run from Peltier. And that'll really buy on this Jamaican side. Thomas jogs into dummy half. He's got options down the right. Links with Jaimel Coleman. Out of the back to Golding, who sends it down this right hand side to Brown. Brown all held. I think he got a little bit of a sly one as well from Matty English. He's got away with it though. Here's Lawrence on the edge of that 20-metre line. Golding to his left. Jaimel Coleman lines it up. Woodburn Hall takes a late hit as well. I suppose that's the danger of digging right into the line, isn't it? You're going to get whacked.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of them decisions that 10 years ago you wouldn't have got penalised for. Jaimel Coleman went nicely into the line, but took a nice heavy collision there and paid the price for it.
Jack Ashworth it was, full force of that challenge.
Yeah, give him some pasty there. I'm not too sure what the Jamaican boys are doing. I think if my halfback gets hit like that, I'd like them to go in and cause a bit of trouble, really. I don't like the hugging and tapping each of them on the back. I think if you get taken out like that, I'd like to see my forwards running in there and take somebody clean out. You know, send the message that if my halfback's getting smashed like that, then, you know, we're going to look after him. I don't like the tapping on the back and pretending it's all nice and icy.
I suppose it's left it to the match officials to sort out, hasn't it?
Yeah,
maybe that's too much respect being shown, is it?
No, I'm just saying, as a halfback, and as a player, I just like to see if my halfback's getting taken clean off the ball for maybe a couple of my forwards to run in there and protect me, just to make sure that if you do it again, you know you're going to get a hiding. But that's probably old school. Probably me being a 38-year-old old man. I'm not saying anything
because I remember games like that, to be honest. I'm sure I've called a couple of games like that as well in the past.
Yeah, I just think, it's sometimes a bit of biff is needed. I think, maybe wrong, but that's just my opinion.
There you go, Leon Price. # bring back the biff. Hopefully, Jaimel Coleman's going to be okay. He's taken some punishment, it must be said there. He's clutching onto his shoulder. Gets up gingerly. Doesn't look comfortable at all there. So Jamaica do get the penalty. Thomas has Lawrence to his right hand side, Andrade to his left, so to Joel Farrell. Here's Andrade. Up to that 20-metre line. Thomas picks up, sends it right to Lawrence. Lawrence linking. There's Peltier. He's been good since he's been on. 2 metres out of the from that try line. Has Thomas got eyes for it? He'll pop it to the left. Woodburn Hall, all across the Golding. Golding takes the challenge of 3, and a 4th man joins the fray in Cameron Smith. He's wrestled to the floor 10 metres out from the line. Mason Caton Brown fancies a run from dummy half. Burrows his way forward, but can't quite reach the line. Or has he got there? He has got there.
He scored.
He's managed to smuggle his way through and touch down. Well, I thought he was held. but then his arm snaked through and just grounded. That was great bit of awareness there from Mason Caton Brown, and Jamaica are on the board. 49 minutes
Get in
gone.
there, Jamaica. Go on, Jamaica.
I like this. It's a good angle we've got as well on it. I mean, there he is. He looks like he's controlled, keeps on wriggling. Oh, and there you go.
I'm not too sure on that one.
To be fair, the ball carrying arm was up all the
He
time,
never
wasn't
went
it?
down, did
Yeah,
he? Never went down, yeah.
It was almost like a rugby union type try, that one, to be fair, where he just ended up poking his nose through, touching now. So it's going to mean a kick on goal now. I think that's Woodburn Hall who's going to attempt the conversion. It is. So James Woodburn Hall started his career with the London Broncos. Can he convert from out wide? Gives it chances, flags are raised. I tell you what, we've seen a great level of goal kicking this afternoon. And it's England 28, Jamaica 6 with 10 minutes of the second half gone. Let's have another look at this run coming in from Mason Caton Brown. I have to admit, I thought he was held there, but he managed to keep the ball up. Bit of ingenious play from him, to be fair, and then smuggled his way to the line. And they're on the board, 28 points to 6. So Danny Richardson gets us underway again, sends it long. Ashton Goulding was going back for that one, but Ben Jones-Bishop called for it, fires it into the middle with Peltier. Peltier runs it with a bit of gusto. All controlled by 3. Being forced back. Hope you're enjoying the coverage this afternoon on the Our League app. 28 points to 6. Andrade takes a carry in for Jamaica. Still in behind their own 20-metre line. Controlled to the deck by 3. And they'll continue using that blind side. Joel Farrell with the latest carry. He's a good, solid player, is Farrell. Wins the penalty as well. Just holding on a little bit too long there, England. As I say, if there was one area that I feel that the Knights could be a little bit better at, it's giving away some of these sloppy penalties. They've been penalised a number of times for just having hands on the ball. Certainly not helping for a quick game at times, even though at times, like I mentioned, England have been on a different page to this Jamaican side, which Jamaica are asking the questions now. Lawrence linking with Andrade. Andrade surging through that middle, targeting, well, the front row basically, the replacement front row. English and Leeming up off that tackle. Here is Jaimel Coleman, ball back inside to Golden, who keeps it moving to Thomas. Thomas, good ball down that left hand side to Mason Caton Brown, steps back to the right, slips the ball out ingeniously to Thomas, who links with Andrade, who sets the position once again. They're right in front of the posts, 15 metres out from that try line. Thomas with his head on the swivel. What's he going to do? He'll put it down the right hand side to Lawrence. Jaimel Coleman all the way out to the number 16 Mo Agoro. And Agoro controlled by 3. The new signing for the Keighley Cougars, 8 metres away from the line. Coleman drops it back for Peltier. It was a big surge, but the wall of white is there in abundance. 4 players to stop him. Holding 2 metres out. Last tackle signal. Ball fired into the middle. Woodburn Hall drifts the kick through. Well fielded. He's behind his own line though, is Toby King. Nowhere to go. He forced another dropout here of Jamaica. And I've got to say, this first 13 minutes of the second half, they've been very constructive. They've deservedly got themselves on the scoreboard. And maybe that says something about the wind advantage that they're experiencing now. They were up against it in the first half. And it's now up to the England Knights side to drop out from under their own posts. So Richardson sends this kick long. On the bounce, it'll drift beyond halfway, and it'll bounce and it'll bobble before Lawrence picks it up on that left-hand side of the field. Sends it left again to Mason Caton Brown. Bit of space in front of him, burst through, 15 metres gain, quick play the ball. Oh, and then that's a disappointing error, but they've got a penalty. And what's more, King has been sent to the sin bin for the foul. Yellow card for King, the number 4. He's been sin-binned, so England will have to do it tough for the next 10 minutes. King Simbin, tap penalty taken. Here's Peltier again, through that middle for Jamaica. 16 appearances for the Bradford Bulls this season and 4 tries from that big fella. Now Thomas moves it to the right hand side to Andrade. Interesting season for him as well, for Andrade. Games with Dewsbury and Hunslet this year. Now Woodburn Hall, it's a loose pass. Mason Caton-Brown seems to have fluffed his lines there, and the referee agrees. A knock-on goes against the Jamaican side on that occasion. It's going to be a scrum with head and feed to England Knights. Still up by 22 points in this one, but we just see the ball moving down this left-hand side. It was a scrappy pass. Mason Caton-Brown's hands just let him down, but it was a difficult one to take. They certainly managed to get it out to that side where England had a man down, remember, following that temporary dismissal for Toby King. And eventually the sides pack down and we're back to business. Richardson feeds and collects. Skims it out to Minikin, who scored a hat-trick in the first 20 minutes of this game. Giving a great example of what Hull Kingston Rovers fans can look forward to. There's the lineup, lending his weight to that particular challenge. And Lehman, he's been very good since he's been on. Darting forward, gets towards halfway. Stopped 20 metres in from touch. Quick play from Smith, down this left-hand side. Greenwood wrestles his way through that particular challenge, finds his feet, plays it. Evalds in field, Smith drops it back over his shoulder to English. Big challenge in his way there by Mo Agoro, but the ball's gone loose. Is the referee going to let play on? No, he isn't. Ended up just drifting forward out of the back of that tackle. Well, fair play to England, they were trying to keep the ball alive here. Lehman just getting disrupted. And Jamaica thankful of the possession. So they're looking to take possession 35 metres from their own line here at Emerald Headingley. We're being treated to a carnival atmosphere this afternoon. First time these two nations have played against each other. Jamaica back in possession. Golding plays it. He's joining Huddersfield next season. Now Peltier, he's joining Doncaster and he drives over the halfway line. Control to the deck by 3. Daddy Thomas, 36 years of age, passes to his right hand side. And Jamaica are starting to get on the front foot here a little bit. Getting far more field position than they enjoyed in the first half. 16 minutes of the second half gone. There's Big Andrade through that middle. Will they get another score here, Jamaica? They're certainly asking a few questions. Lawrence driving through the middle, inside the 20. Thomas skims it left. Woodburn Hall drops it on the toe. Is there a bit too much on that one? It's a great kick, actually. And they forced another dropout. That's the second dropout in quick succession forced by Jamaica. And I was just saying before there, Leon, they're starting to force a bit more play here. They're getting down the other end of the ground a lot more than they did in the first half. Yeah,
and that's what they probably talked about at half-time, is just try to gain that field position. It gives you a chance then to go on and have some attacking sets. Great little grubber into in goal there. And Jamaica will get a back-to-back set, so let's hope they can put something together here and try and get another try on the board.
Dropout taken. Mid-ranger, it bounces and bobbles near the touchline. Fielded on this right-hand side by Mo Agoro, who runs back for the middle. Wrapped up by 2, a third man joins the fray. That's a typical chop tackle that you see so often in rugby league these days. Thomas at dummy half, passes to his left. Here's Kamisi McCain, one of the local players in the Fiji lineup. Dodson down the left to Woodburn Hall. Attracted defenders to him. Didn't attract too many of his own attackers, sadly. And the move comes to a close on that 20-metre line, about 15 metres in from the touchline on the left-hand side. Golding picks up, scoots right, links here with Andrade. Andrade, big strong surge, 5 metres out from the line. Jamaica asking all the questions. England down to 12 men temporarily. Golding dancing around, not really getting too much more forward. Last tackle signalled. Kick comes in from Mason Caton-Brown. That's a brilliant pick-up by Niall Evalds. Did extremely well there. Can't make my mind up whether that was really a piece of cricketing fielding, which would have been seen brilliantly on the other pitch behind us, but excellent work from Niall Evalds. Here comes Minikin. England 15 metres away from their own line, being put under a bit of pressure this second half. It's probably what was needed. That's a big challenge on Oliver Partington. Manages to get forward despite the attentions there of McCain. Good surge through the middle by Lynham. They'll play it over the 40-metre line. Cruz Lehman quick out of dummy half. And now the kick completes the set from Smith. It's allowed to bounce. Eventually taken on that far side by Greg Johnson, who tries to stand up the defence, but Morgan Smith is there to stop him in the first instance. Tackle completed by Cameron Smith, who's been good this afternoon. So we've got about 8 minutes until Leon gives us his selection of who he thinks has been the player of the match. We've got 4 selections, and you've got a choice, Leon. It's either going to be 2 each from each side or 4 from one side. Jamaica continuing to be constructive. There's Mo Agoro. Well, they could have packed it in at half time, but the Jamaicans have really come out this second half, and Woodburn Hall gets boot on ball and drills it in behind the defence. I thought Minikin was going to pick that up at one point, but then the ball just drifted away from him. 28 points to 6 in favour of the England Knights. England to start this set 10 metres away from their own line. Steel band trying to raise the roof once again. They've been doing a good job of it so far. Here's Newman. Strong first carry. Gained 5 metres and probably 5 post contact. Plays it on the 20-metre line. Ball sent down the left-hand side. Here's Lynham. Done a number of carries this second half, mainly from defensive positions like that one. And here's Smithies. Full season in the first team at Wigan. 24 appearances in total, to be fair. And there's Greenwood. Over halfway line he goes, plays it quickly to Powell. Powell drifts it over the top. It's a good kick. Has it caught Ben Jones-Bishop out? No, it hasn't. He's picked it up and he drifts down that left-hand side, straight into the imposing frame of Jack Ashworth. There's a stoppage in play here. There's an England player down on his haunches in the background. Thumbs up comes to the bench. Richardson it was who took a tumble in back play. I'm not sure whether any of our cameras were able to pick up what happened there, and we've got a short stoppage just whilst he regains his feet, regains his position. And Jones-Bishop to play it on his own 20-metre line, 20 metres in from the left touch line. Big carry from Greg Johnson. Knew he was going to get battered as soon as he took possession of that one. Plays it quickly to Golding. Jamaica continuing to build from the back. It's patient stuff. Woodburn Hall drops it back over his shoulders to Farrell, who evades that challenge. Keeps on going, does Farrell. He's had a brilliant season for Sheffield Eagles. 12 tries in all competitions and an appearance at Wembley, and wins a penalty as well because Morgan Smithies was all over the top. So Woodburn Hall will put this one into touch. Let's just have another look at that one. We saw a good bit of evasion, to be honest, there, and then Smithies was all over the top. You can't do that in rugby league. Not these days, not with referees watching you.
What's wrong with you, man? You're on a little bit of slap and tickle.
Jamaica 12 metres away from the try line. Building play down the left-hand side. Woodburn Hall lines it on. Oh, but Ben Jones-Bishop all held. 10 metres out. 15 metres in from the left touch line. It's brought back to the middle. Here's Woodburn Hall. It all goes a bit slow motion. He's drifting off down the right, but nobody's reading the play. Now he's going down to the left. Finds an offload for Thomas. Thomas was on the right page. He drifts away from the defence. Offloads it for Andrade. Oh, lovely play down the right-hand side. And the ball just goes loose. It's not gone out either. Great pick-up. England counter-attacking down the left-hand side. Harry Smith quick onto that one. And here's Lynham. Running for an opening. Almost ran into his own player as well as Farrell. Turned out to be a good tackle from Joel Farrell. 24 minutes of the second half gone. Newman sets off on a weaving run. A little bit of a disagreement in back play. Referee keeps an eye on it. Now he gives a penalty to England. So the kick goes into touch. First bit of good field position this for the second half for England. Let's see what they can come up with as Smith links with Smithies. The two of them in that Academy International Series of last autumn. Just shows the pathways that exist here in the England night setup. And he's won a penalty as well, just for being belligerent. So Powell will tap. And they're inside the 10-metre line. You're just seeing a replay of one of the penalties. As the ball's put left. It's out amongst the back line. Onto Lynham. Lynham for the finish. Lynham's got there. And that's opened England's second half account. Good finish, a strong finish down the left-hand side. And again, just undone down those edges.
Yeah, it's just the edge defence from Jamaica. Not too sure what they're doing, but great hands there. Both from Powell, Smith, Evels has really executed fantastically well today. And a nice little finish there from the flying pig, Tom Lynham.
You like that nickname now, don't you?
Yeah, I know Tom. Played with Tom for a year at OFC in 2016.
All right, okay.
2015, so yeah.
Did he have that nickname over at Hull?
Yeah.
He did. So that's not just been created since he's gone to Warrington. No.
He's a nice guy, he's a good guy. Funny man.
I like to find these things out. This is the information that we want to know.
Yeah, very funny man, very funny man.
So a strong finish. It's Lynham's second try, and the encouraging thing for England is the fact that they are scoring out wide as well. It's showing that they're asking those questions, aren't they?
I think especially in the first half, they look really cohesive. They look like they look like a club team, which is a compliment to them that they've come together at probably a short little week in training, but put things together really well and look good.
So here's Richardson, just in from the touchline. Kick 4 from 5 in the first half. Oh, and I've cursed him. You know what? I'm going to shut up the next time he's lining up a conversion.
The first 3 kicks, he didn't look like he never missed a kick, did he?
32 points.
Great hands from Evels. Great ball, great vision. Catch, pass, cut out pass, all in one motion. Great vision.
So we're reaching that sort of stage. Who would be your nominations for Player of the Match? I've got my
already.
Yeah, we've got to get it all ready for people.
Have you? I'll go 2. You go 2.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go Sam Powell and Niall Evels.
Okay, and I will go Cameron Smith and Jack Ashworth.
Okay, deal.
So you'll be able to vote for your Player of the Match in a few minutes' time. Who do you go for again? I'm going to jot them down.
Sam Powell and Niall Evels. I think Sam Powell's been outstanding in this game for me. Best player on the field, in my opinion, but let's see what everybody else thinks. I may be wrong.
Certainly he was very, very sparky in the first half. England looking strong. There's Butler. He did some good carries in that first half as well. So your Player of the Match nominations are Sam Powell, Niall Evels, Jack Ashworth and Cameron Smith, all of England, who lead 32 points to 6 as the kick goes in right deep towards the try line, picked up by Ben Jones-Bishop.
I think Minikin could do with a mention as well, really. How many has he scored?
Actually 3 tries, yeah.
He's got an hat-trick and we've not even put him up.
I like big fellas getting awarded for some of the work that they do.
Surely you've got to have a nomination though if you got an hat-trick, surely. No?
Good point. Okay, so Powell, Evels, Ashworth and Minikin. Fair enough.
That's more like
okay.
it. That's more like it.
In fact, thanks for reminding me about that hat-trick actually.
You can't score an hat-trick in an international game and not even get a mention. It's just not right.
That was a big hit in the background. Kick goes along. Referee spotted it. Tell you what, it was a heck of a hit as well as Golding released the pass. I think it's coming up off the back of this one. I love this because we'll get it all in slow-mo. Glorious slow-mo. Oh, there you go.
It wasn't bad.
Hello, Morgan Smithies.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad, was it? Come on.
Kick pressure.
Kick pressure.
Kick pressure.
A little bit high, not hard.
It's not tiddlywinks.
No, he wasn't that. He wasn't too bad. Definite penalty, but he won't be hurt.
So it's going to be a penalty the way of Jamaica. Still receiving some attention in the backfield. I think we described that as being Carter Gooden, won't we?
Yeah, he's all right. Come on, get on with it.
Geez, I want to like to be in your Workington boys. Get up. Come on. He is back on his feet. Just as Leon predicted, and the game's back underway beneath us. First carry coming in from Keenan Tomlinson. 30 metres away from the try line. You saw the wide angle there. And there's McCain.
That's not McCain, it's Jonathan Magrin, that one. I think they've changed shirts.
They have.
It's John Magrin, that.
Comes down this left-hand side. So Peltier through that middle. I think he's been really good for Jamaica in this game.
He's had a great game since he's come on.
9 minutes left. Ball comes to the right hand side. Thomas switching the angle of attack for that now Woodburn Hall, who's been busy. Powell wraps him up. Butler dived in from all angles. Down the left it goes. Here's Farrell. Ducks his way into that challenge. He's virtually over the try line. Has he got it down? Oh, he's just held up. 9 minutes of this game remaining. And it's been a really good second half, this, as far as Jamaica are concerned. They can take plenty from it. Here's Minikin. Hat-trick, and wasn't even going to get a mention in the man of the match until Leon reminded me.
You can't do that.
Smithies, 25 metres away from his own line, plays it to Powell. He in turn finds Partington. Trio of Wiganers involved in that play. Powell picks up and runs. Links with Richardson. It's wide. It's a bit scrappy, and Minikin forced to retreat and drop on it.
I don't know if you can tell, but the rain's coming down quite heavily now here.
It's absolutely heaving.
It's
now,
windy, it's cold. Oh, shot.
Anybody would think we're approaching winter rugby again. 7.5 minutes remaining. England in full control at 32 points to 6. The Knights doing well and working a blindside move, but the ball goes loose on that occasion. Much to the behest there of Toby King. I like the ambition of that play, but just given the conditions, wasn't really on, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think England have been quite sloppy this second half. They're a team that are playing quite immaturely, really. They've come out and they've not completed the sets. They've done everything the opposite of what they did in the first half that got them the points on the board, and they've been really sloppy and loose, really.
And as a result, Jamaica's come right back into it.
Jamaica have been fantastic. They've
very
had
good this
fantastic second half, yeah.
Peltier, big carry over that 30-metre line. He'll play this to Golding. Golding passes to the left. There's Magrin through hands. Woodburn Hall, wide pass. It'll bounce up and be fielded on that far side by Greg Johnson, who drifts across one or two defenders. Oh, there was a gap there. He didn't run into it. He decided to go for the players instead. Put down in the 20-metre line, right in centre field. Golding wanting someone to run for him. No one did. And in the end, Keenan and Tomlinson just got in the way a little bit, unfortunately. So Jamaica on this last tackle. Ball goes to Woodburn Hall. He drifts a kick out to the left touch line. Good take by Minikin. Gets away from the first tackle. Can't escape the clutches of the second. Caught inside his own 10-metre line. It's brought across to Toby King, looking to make amends for his sin binning earlier. And England putting it through the hands down this left-hand side, out to Newman. Been a confident performance from Harry Newman this afternoon. He'll play just outside his own 30. Lynham onto Greenwood. Peltier hit him with everything he had. Lawrence arrives, but he still makes some good yards forward. Here's Powell, drifts it right. Richardson throws a dummy. To be honest, got a bit crowded out then by Smith. Last tackle signalled. Powell kicks forward from dummy half. I do like it when you've got a hooker that can kick, because everyone's on side, aren't they?
Yeah, it's always a great option to have if you're 7-6 getting pressured. If you've got a 9 or a 1 that can help you out with the kicking as well, it's always massively important for a team going forward. Yeah, absolutely. He's had a great game, great tactical awareness, great vision, fantastic kick.
What do you think Jamaica have learned from this encounter?
I think once they've controlled the ball, complete the sets, they've been in the game. I thought the first half, England just control the ball really, really well, but all credit to Jamaica. They're stuck in there.
They certainly have. We had the rainy shot there. That's just an example of how hard it is raining at this moment in time. Really coming down at a pelt now. 75 minutes of this game gone into the final 5. Golden picks up out of dummy half. He's still in a deep position. Big collision there. I always like a big collision in a tackle.
Can't beat a big collision.
That's what we pay our money for when we come to rugby league.
That's why I've come to watch it.
Peltier. Ashworth gets him. It's another penalty the way of Jamaica. And England haven't helped themselves this second half with a couple of sloppy penalties as well.
Yeah, they've just been ill-disciplined. They've not controlled the ball. They've given penalties away. They've just not been... Everything they did well in the first half, they've not done in the second half.
It's a good touch finder. Finds someone in the crowd. The big shout was somebody catching it. Maybe he'll get a contract with Leeds next season. Run taken in by Keenan Tomlinson. I mean, no disrespect, Leeds fans, before you start sending me messages on social media. There's Thomas, drifts it out left. Woodburn Hall lines it up. Ben Jones-Bishop controlled in that hit by King. 45 metres away from the line, 20 metres in from touch. Farrell, ooh, massive shot there by Partington. Really dived out of the line. Tell you what though, Lawrence just backs it up with a good surge. In the middle of the field, Jamaica bring it right. Thomas, through hands to Peltier. Peltier slips it out. Picked up down this right hand side by Jensen Morris. Ooh, that was a big hit as well. Penalty the way of Morris and the way of Jamaica. Interesting story about Jensen Morris, by the way. He's got the nickname Gas. He scored 10 tries in 6 games over in his home country, where he plays for the Haney Park Red Sharks.
He's looking well as well. He looks sharp, he looks big, he looks strong, in good condition. Great experience for these boys to come over here and play at this level and at this stadium. Yeah, it's just a great experience for him.
Joe Brown, he's still going. 5 metres from the line. Ashworth had a real job pouring him down on that occasion. Ball brought right to Thomas. Thomas just stands up the play, puts a kick in. He's after this one. It just drifts dead. That was unfortunate. I like the thought. He has been good this afternoon.
He's been there. He's definitely been in Jamaica's best player. Just I'm not too sure that option there. Does it tackle 3? First time you've really had a ball in 10 minutes and you kick it and it goes dead and give him 7 tackles. So right idea, wrong execution.
32 points to 6. The England Knights lead. Ooh, that's an ungainly looking tackle. Ball played and into the middle it comes. There's Minikin. Hat-trick from him in the first half, all of which came inside the first 20 minutes. Partington with another big surge down the middle. Agring getting to grips with him. Powell picks up. Short ball for Richardson. Back in field. Just seemed to go forward that one, but there's a penalty coming England's way now.
Yeah. Evil's robbed structure from getting the ball.
Yeah.
Early.
Farrell over him, wasn't he? Then pleaded the Fifth Amendment, didn't he?
4 minutes to go then. 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. There's King down that right-hand side. 25 metres away from the line. Is there another try in this England Knights performance? Butler would like to score it. He's down that middle. Pretty well defence from Jamaica though. Oh, it was a scrappy play, the ball, but England have got away with it. Now the working play down the right-hand side. There's Cameron Smith. Still going Smith. Eventually rolled on his back by Jones Bishop. King looks round. Sees Richardson to his left. Long ball from him to Powell. Does well to escape the clutches there. Drills a little kick in. Oh, it's been knocked on by Ben Jones Bishop. He had to go for it. Oh, he's not knocked it on according to the match official. How's he missed that one? I think Leon started getting hypothermia next to me here. Keenan Tomlinson controlling that hit 15 metres from his own line. Picked about a dummy half by Golding. Greg Johnson doing his level best to escape the 20-metre line, but he can't get out of the clutches there of Toby King. Ashton Golding. It's just been one of those afternoons from Jamaica. They've been good in a lot of aspects, but have just lost the ball crucially at times, haven't they?
Yeah, it's just been a sloppy second half. They've tried well. They've tried really, really hard. They've been disciplined, but just little things like this when your day's not going well.
Oh, I mean, there weren't even much pressure on him there either, was there?
No.
So it's going to be a scrum here, 25 metres away from the try line. Head and feet to the England Knights. Into the last 2.5 minutes. Danny Richardson's wanting to warm up and get the scrum fed. Here's Smith, working it left. Oh, it's a good ball out to Newman. Newman just loses his footing at the crucial time. 15 metres away from the try line. England Knights still on the attack. Joe Greenwood will turn it to his right hand side. Smith handing on to Matty English. McGrinn's put himself around as well. Ball left to Smith. Lovely kick from Smith. And Greenwood gets there. What a great kick that was. And Greenwood was very brave as he dived for it. And celebrates 4 points for the England Knights to take them to 36 points to 6 with kick to come.
Lovely little delicate kick. Good service from the from Powell. Skips on the outside of a defender. Lovely little kick through. Greenwood. Great finish.
Yeah, lovely kick. 36 points to 6 with this kick to come. So Richardson has slotted over those extras. 38 points to 6. It's been a good goal kicking display. 5 goals. And we see this from the opposite angle. Lovely kick from Smith, who's showing maturity beyond his years. You can see why he's such a hotly sought after talent. Whitney spawn, playing for Wigan. Has also played 12 games for the Swinton Lions this last season in the Championship and not looked out of place at all. He is definitely a name to watch as we're into the final 30 seconds. Mid-range restart taken by Newman. Does Newman fancy it? Takes on Golding. Controlled to the deck there by McCain. So here is English. Final seconds of this game. England kicking over the top. It's drifted over the top. Lynham's after it. It's chasing after it, but Ben Jones Bishop wins the race and the ball is kicked dead. We finish here with England Knights successful against Jamaica by 38 points to 6. My thanks go to Leon Price for his contribution, and that is your Our League Player of the Match. It's Greg Minikin, hat-trick in the first 20 minutes, and he almost didn't make the shortlist, so my thanks go to Leon for giving me a quick nudge on that one. How can you forget someone who scores a hat-trick? But it's a tremendous A tremendous performance from the England Knights, especially in the first 40 minutes. 5 tries scored in total by them in the first half. Hat-trick from Greg Minikin, a try from Lynham and a try from King. 4 goals from the boot of Danny Richardson. Second half, Jamaica got on the scoreboard themselves. Mason, Caton Brown. It was goals by James Woodburn Hall. Toby King was sin-bin for the England Knights, and the Jamaica side really did